Hi, I'm James, and I'm gonna talk about Game 3, Miami Heat versus Philadelphia 76ers. And it's a surprise. Prior, I didn't even know that Joel Embiid would be coming back from his injury. I thought he was gone for good, or he might be coming back in Game 5 or Game 6. But um, the 76ers will be eliminated at that point. Now it's getting interesting. In the past Game 1 and Game 2, it was a it was always a blowout. I didn't even watch it because it was boring. James Harden can't carry. Maxey, Tobias Harris was quiet. They weren't aggressive. Joel Embiid coming back just rises up the team morale. Even though he didn't put the same numbers, the monster numbers that he was having the whole time in the regular season. He wasn't having the 30 points to 40 points every single game. But let's just give him the slack. He just came from an injury. He wasn't in the groove. He needs to adapt to it first in the playoff. Um, and yeah, he just rises up the team morale. Danner Green was quiet in the last game, Game 2, and he suddenly popped off. I think he has 21 points. Maxi popped off. Tobias Harris popped off. With the presence of Joel Embiid, it just boosts up the team. That's just what the best player does to a team. It just rises up the team play. Um, James Harden got the lead in Game 2, but didn't stay for long. They choked on the third quarter and the fourth quarter, and yeah, they just couldn't close it out the way that they wanted to. Hopefully, Joel Embiid gets to the monster Embiid that we know. Especially he's one of the finalists that's gonna win the MVP. Um, and I want to see an entertaining series, but I want to see Game 6 to Game 7 playoff series between them. But I still think Miami Heat is gonna win. Especially Tyler Hero won the sixth Man of the Year. PJ Tucker, Bam Adebayo. It just all depends on Embiid. The 76ers are winning. They won on Game 3 because of Joel Embiid. That's their only advantage. Because of Joel Embiid, Bam Adebayo is getting restricted. He's getting his limitations. Bam Adebayo can guard 1 to 5, but with Joel Embiid in there, he is forced to guard Joel Embiid 1v1. He was forced to guard Joel Embiid man to man. And yeah, that's their only advantage when it comes to winning. And they just need to be more aggressive, get more rebounds, be more defensive oriented, and hopefully they can win. I still think Joel Embiid can have the numbers, but I don't think they can win if the others can't keep up with him. The others can't pop off like the way that they did earlier in Game 3, then they're not gonna win. And especially Jimmy Butler, Strus, Lowry, Tyler Hero, like their team is stacked. Um, they just need to play with Embiid and assist them, and hopefully he doesn't get injured like the way he did on practice. He got injured in practice before the Miami Heat versus Philadelphia 76ers even happened. So it was gone Game 1 and Game 2. That was depressing, and it was hard to watch. It was cringe to watch without Embiid because they were getting blown out every single time. James Harden couldn't carry. Yeah, Joel Embiid makes the big difference. If Joel Embiid doesn't perform like the way that he used to, they're not gonna win at all. Yeah, thanks for watching. Peace.